And it came to pass, the children were blessed. Written by Brother Jim Scrow and narrated by Brother Rich Nath. And it came to pass that Jesus spake unto them, and bade them arise. And they arose from the earth, and he said unto them, Blessed are ye because of your faith. And now behold, my joy is full. And when he had said these words, he wept, and the multitude bare record of it. And he took their little children one by one, and blessed them, and prayed unto the Father for them. And when he had done this, he wept again. 3 Nephi 17, 19 through 22. The day that I wrote this article, I read the article by Sister Stephanie Callens titled Dear Toddler Mom, and I was reminded of an experience I had during the summer of 2021. We were coming somewhat out of the pandemic, and Sister Linda and I decided to take a trip. At her inspiration, she said we should go visit the saints in the Denver Mission. I agreed. I contacted Brother Walt and Sister Carrie Jankowski, and we made our arrangements to visit. We enjoyed our time staying with Brother Walt and Sister Carrie. We had the chance to visit with the saints on Saturday night. Many of the brothers and sisters were there, including Sister Stephanie and her daughter Sloan. Sister Stephanie's family, including her parents and grandparents, have been very close to our family, having known each other over the many years in church. But until this weekend, I had not yet really met Sloan. Toward the end of the evening, we were saying our goodbyes, and Sloan jumped into my arms and gave me the most incredible hug. As we embraced, we both started to cry, and I cannot express the joy I felt at that moment. As a matter of fact, the joy was so wonderful I could not express it in words. The next day was Sunday morning, and being the visiting elder in the Denver Mission that day, I knew I was expected to open the service and preach. I woke up that morning, prayed, and thought about what my sermon would be. I had nothing. I kept on praying and still had nothing. Got ready for the day and headed into the kitchen and was still drawing a blank. What was I missing? Sitting at the counter, Sister Carrie was making a wonderful breakfast, and I prayed once again and asked the Lord what I had missed. Just then the Lord spoke to me and said, read 3 Nephi 17. At the breakfast table, I opened to the scripture, and as I read, I began to weep as the Lord did. My joy was full. Then the Lord spoke and said, remember the hug last night you and Sloan had, and the marvelous joy it brought you? I said, yes, Lord. That was the same joy I felt, and the people enjoyed on this land that day when I blessed and prayed for the children. Wow. At the Sunday service, I told the brothers and sisters that I needed to thank God and Sloan for today's sermon, and I went on to explain what happened. As I was preaching, to add to my joy and the joy we were feeling, Sloan jumped up in my arms, stayed there for a short period of time, gave me a kiss on the cheek, and then went back to Sister Stephanie. And he spake unto the multitude, and said unto them, Behold your little ones. And as they looked to behold, they cast their eyes towards heaven, and they saw the heavens open, and they saw angels descending out of heaven, as it were in the midst of fire. And they came down and encircled those little ones about, and they were encircled about with fire, and the angels did minister unto them. 3 Nephi 17, 23 and 24. The Lord also reminded me that these were the children who would lead the people into the next 167 years of peace and prosperity that followed. They had just seen a very difficult time, and now they would see the blessing of God in an unprecedented way. And it came to pass that there was no contention in the land, because of the love of God which did dwell in the hearts of the people. 4 Nephi 1, 15. If we bring our children to church and explain to them the love of Jesus, I believe they will be the ones to lead us into a time of unprecedented blessing, peace, and joy. And it came to pass.